What's going on, y'all, man? I'm back with another video. Today, I'm talking about 2025 QB class, which I think is going to be special. These are sophomore quarterbacks right now. They're going into their junior seasons. All these players have racked up major offers. We're going to start off first. Milton quarterback Luke Nickel led them to the semifinals against Mill Creek. A fortunate loss there, but thought he had a good season stepping in. 24 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. He threw for over 2,000 plus yards in his sophomore campaign. His coach raved about him and how he's just unfazed and he continues to put his head down. Coach Ben Reeves from Milton. So this is a guy next season going to be interesting to see the young talent that steps up. He will have his star receiver, DeBron Gatlin, back next year. So that should help, obviously, a lot. But it'll be interesting to see what talent steps up and he's going to be using next season. But look for a big year for him. Next is EJ Colson. I talked about him a couple of weeks ago. Virginia Tech offer here. A guy that they play a really tough schedule, Cedar Grove does. But I believe Coach John Adams has them prepare every year. This past season, they played a tough schedule. Colquitt, Collins Hill, Mill Creek, Sandy Creek twice. But this is a guy I think next season he's going to continue to elevate, and he's going to elevate his squad, and it's probably going to be put more on his shoulders. I think it's a guy that's really going to make a difference next year for that Cedar Grove team. Guy coming into the season didn't get a lot of notice, underrated and overlooked player. But EJ Colson is a guy and a name to know. This guy is going to make a big mark, I think, going into next season. Look for him to have some big, major numbers. Number 3 is Houston County quarterback Antoine Hill. Major offers this past offseason as well. Auburn, Ole Miss. I mean, this guy lit it up last year. 3,667 yards passing and 40 touchdowns and just 3 interceptions. He lit it up his last game of the season against Gainesville. 417 yards, 4 touchdowns at Houston County. Look for this guy, along with that great receiving course, Ricky Johnson. Look for them to have a good season next year in Houston County. Look for a deep, potentially playoff run for this team. But I think it's another guy going into his junior year. He's special. He's going to take another step forward. Last but not least is Christian Langford out of East Coweta. A guy I think, you might be like, oh, well, I haven't heard a lot of that name. He's an underrated, overlooked player, I think, as well. Only a Liberty offer, but I think going into the next season, it'll be interesting to see who's going to step up there. Obviously got Jay Sean Stiegel. Is going to be put into the role. Deleon Freeman is going to Hawaii, and then Brady Tillman is going to University of Louisiana Monroe. So he's going to have some young talent that's going to have to step up. But I think it's a guy that took some major steps forward last year towards the end of the season. Had 28 touchdowns last year. His final game against Camden County, he threw for 177 yards and 3 touchdowns. Look for this kid to have a really good junior season next year. His coach raved about how humble he is, how he presents himself, and just his mindset. So look for East Coweta quarterback Christian Langford next year to have a phenomenal season. Those are the top 4. To me, I mean, like I said, this is going to be a special 2025 QB class. Look out.